get real lost, we'll get real lost again. Just run away with my time.
Now that that is out of the way, welcome back to my channel. This is my first holiday look that I will be doing here on my channel. I do have a few looks in mind, and this was just the first look I wanted to do. This look is so me. It is pretty much a soft, grungy glam look. I didn't want to do anything too heavy. I just wanted to keep it kind of still grungy, but yet wearable if you're not into the too like dark lips, dark eyes, just too much. So this look, as I said, is me, and I hope you enjoy it. I've done a pretty smoky eye and paired it with a nude lip. You can definitely go ahead and pair it with a brown lip. That was my other option, but as soon as I put this on, I was like, no, this is what I'm feeling. This look is completely wearable. If you want to amp it up a bit, pop a little bit of like glitter on the center of the eye or like a red lip. But this is for some of us that don't want to go too glittery and all of that, which I will be doing in my next tutorials, but this was just to start us up and like ease us into the glamness that Christmas and New Year's will be. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was so easy to recreate, and that is pretty much thanks to this palette. It's amazing. This palette is, I purchased it yesterday from Sephora, and oh my god, I am in love. Colors are so pigmented. They're amazing and so easy to work with. So half the reason that this look was so easy for me to create was because this palette pretty much did all the work for me. I've been so excited to do a grungy look on my channel because those are the looks that give me life. So I am so happy with the way this turned out. I hope you guys love it. If you do and you recreate it, tag me in it. I will link my Instagram account down below. It's already linked, but I will, you'll find me somehow. Yeah? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I will see you in my next tutorial, which would be next week with another holiday look. I will slowly build them up to like dramaticness, Christmas lights, New Year's flashing, everything on my face. So until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. So to start off, my eyelids are already primed, and I'm using for this look the Kat Von D Monarch Palette, and to start I'm using the shade Killing Jar as my transition shade. Oh my dearie lord, this is the first time I have used any Kat Von D eyeshadows. I made the purchase a day before I created this look. Her eyeshadows, I am so shocked at how incredible they are. They are so blendable and buttery. Like, they're not powdery or chalky in any way. Like, you're not going to apply color and then blend it all away. When you blend the color, you still get all the pigmentation. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this palette. I haven't used any other ones. I did buy another one, but so excited. Then I took a brown shade from the palette, and I'm just applying that onto the outer crease of my eye. Sorry, the outer corner of my eye, and I'm blending that in with the Sigma E25. You don't want to worry if you get any of that shade onto your eyelid, because we will be going in with another color in the center, so that will clean up any mess. So you just really want to make sure that the outer half is all blended. Don't worry about the lid, just make sure that everything else outside is perfectly smoothed out. With a look like this, you just want to add color slowly. So add a little bit, go in and blend it, add a little bit, go in, and I can't speak today, go in and blend it, because with darker shades, it's so hard to fix up a mistake. So you're better off working slowly than adding a lot of color and not knowing what to do with it. So I just took a little bit of the brown shade on a pencil brush just to define it even more, and then again, I go in and blend it out. So that's just the way I like to do it. It just made it a little bit easier, and it all works in the end. So do whatever suits you, but I like to work with small amounts of color and blend it out as I go.
We'll get real lost, we'll get real
Then taking the shade Telepathy and applying that onto the center of my eye with a Sigma flat shader brush. This color is stunning. Like, it is pretty much like a gray silver base with tiny flecks of like gold and silver shimmer throughout it. Nothing too crazy at all. Like, it kind of looks like a matte, but it's not. Well, it's clearly not a matte, but I'm just saying, like, it's not too much. It's just like a stunning color. I cannot emphasize the word stunning enough. And I feel like it just tied this whole halo eye together. It was the perfect shade. And oh yeah, so I took a tiny bit of black on this pencil brush and I did not know what to do with it. Like, I used the tiniest bit and it felt like I had loaded my brush up with a bucket of paint. Like, as I said, these colors are crazy pigmented. So I just wanted a little bit of black on the outer corner and inner corner of my eye just to deepen up the look. So then I took a little bit of that black on this Sigma flat definer brush. Flat definer brush. I didn't want to go in with any winged liquid liner because I loved this look too much to go in and potentially ruin it with screwing up my winged liner. So I just took a little bit of that black just to deepen up that lash line. So when I went in with my falsies, these Koko Goddess lashes, the lash band wasn't visible. So that's a great tip if you don't like winged liner. Now for the face, I am using my Nivea Post Men's Shave Balm as a primer. This is the only reason I have it, because it is an amazing primer. If you watch other YouTube videos, like other beauty vloggers, you would know that this is actually an amazing primer, which it is. And I am using for foundation my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Light Neutral, and I'm just buffing that into my face with my Morphe M409. This has now become my favorite foundation brush. Definitely beats my Morphe, not my Morphe, my Sigma F80. Like, I still like it, but this just gives you more like flawless finish. And it does help that this foundation is flawless in itself. Like, it does, like when they say it's meant to look like your skin but better, it's true. Like, it's not too cakey on the face. It's just so nice, and for summer I think it would be great.
Come get lost with me.
Now for one of my favorite parts when I do my makeup, concealing. I feel like this just ties everything together. I am using my, of course, Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Light Neutral, and just applying that under my eyes in a triangle shape, pretty much wherever I want to highlight. And you've seen me do this a trillion times. Well, not a trillion times, but you've seen me do this enough times, and I'm just going to let you watch in like some peace and quiet.
Real love will get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Then after I blended that out, I am using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using that banana shade, which is, oh, it has a name, I don't remember, but I will, it's the yellow shade in the palette, and I'm just applying that with this Sigma Tapered highlighting brush. You do need to look up before you set it, because otherwise you will set the creases.
Come get lost with me. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with
Then taking these two shades from that same palette, I'm going to go in and contour using my Morphe M501. This is normally my highlighting brush, but I also use this when I want to carve out my contour. So I'll just go in and use this brush, and then I'll go in with another brush and soften it out. This is just going to map out where I want my contour to be. When you do this, just make sure that you are blending up instead of blending down, because if you blend down, you're pretty much defeating the purpose and you are making your face kind of drag down. That's not what you want to do when you contour. You want to define your face and make it look more lifted. So always just blend up, but if you blend down, don't worry, that can be fixed with some powder. Oh my god, okay, so this is for bronzer, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. Okay, I need to calm down. This bronzer this is the first time I used it, and I can safely, without any doubt, any shadow of a doubt in my mindset, that this is my favorite bronzer that I have ever used and probably will use for a long, long, long time to come if anyone comes out with a better product than this. When you apply this bronzer, you cannot see any powder. Like, see? Like, I was so shocked when I was applying it in my face. I was like, what is going on with my life? I was in love. So when you apply this bronzer, you cannot see any product. You're pretty much applying like pigment onto your face. When they say that this looks like your skin, it does. That's why it's so stunning, because it doesn't look like you've got bronzer on your face. It just looks so gorgeous. This lighting isn't doing it any justice even. Like, I was shocked and in awe, and like I fell in love within a hot minute. I was like, this just, it's amazing. If you can buy yourself one thing for Christmas, go and buy yourself this bronzer. You will understand what I mean. It's just, it blows my mind how amazing it is. Like, I could not stop looking at my face. I was like, what is going on with my life? Like, you need to buy it, just go and buy it. Then for blush, I'm taking this color from my Morphe blush palette and just applying that onto the apples of my cheeks and blending upwards. This palette is incredible. It's so pigmented. Like, you just have to tap your brush a tiny bit into the color that you want, and you're done. Like, and you still need to tap it out because it's so pigmented. When I put it on the first cheek, you could see, like, I had to go in and blend it out with a duo fiber because I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Then for highlight, I'm using Becca Champagne Pop. This is now my favorite highlighter. The color is stunning, and I'm just applying that onto the high points of my cheekbones, and it's just like, I don't even need to say anything. You can watch and you see how beautiful this is. I don't even feel like the lighting is doing it justice. I was trying to catch it so you could see, but stunning. I didn't want anything too silver. I wanted more of a, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. This highlight goes with everything. It doesn't matter what look you're doing. This highlight goes with everything. So I just wanted to use it. I just took a little bit of it and applied it onto the bridge of my nose, and just created a little ball at the tip there, just to make my nose look a little bit more slimmer. I didn't want to do anything too crazy, but I just wanted to go in with a little bit of highlight there to slim out my nose the tiniest bit. And now if you're a little bit freaked out by like eyes and stuff, you might not want to watch this, but before I had to have like a little dance break to Justin Bieber. I'm taking the Swerve pencil liner from Colourpop and applying that right in my waterline, on top, and on the bottom. These liners are amazing. They literally do not budge. Like, I can wear this for hours upon hours and I will come home and it's still there. Even the metallic ones, which you would think would fade, like, they just don't. Then for brow highlight, I didn't want anything too shimmery, so I just took that shade from the Kat Von D palette and just applied it like as my brow highlight, as you do. This does have the tiniest bit of gold shimmer to it, but nothing too crazy. As I said, I didn't want shimmer, but this just tied it all together. And then for inner corner highlight, I am using Champagne Pop, of course, because I will use it anywhere that I can. Then with a definer brush, I'm just taking the same colors that I applied on my lid, so that brown shade, and just trying to smoke out that lower lash line. And then I go in with a pencil brush and blend it out.
We'll get real lost, we'll get real lost again.
And then I took a little bit of the telepathy color and applied it onto the center. So I pretty much mimicked what was on my lid, on my lower lash line, and I loved the way it turned out. Then for lips, I'm taking Dose of Colors Truffle. I was thinking of doing a brown lip, but then I wanted to kind of make it a more wearable look, because if you want to wear a brown lip, you can. But this just made it a tiny bit more wearable, so that is what I went with, and I loved it. This color is gorgeous. I was so excited to get it. I purchased, like, I already had Stone, so I thought I needed to get Truffle. I got Bear With Me and Brick, and their liquid lipsticks are probably my favorite. They're just so easy to wear and they are long lasting, and this color is gorgeous. It's like the perfect nude. It's just amazing. So that wraps up this look. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next week with a more dramatic holiday look. If you do end up recreating this look, make sure you tag me in it so I can see it. And until then, I will see you in my next video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this tutorial is going to be my first holiday makeup look. I will be filming a few more before Christmas and New Year. I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, have a excellente week and I will see you soon. Bye guys. Mwah. It says excellente. This is why it takes me so long to film a bloody introduction, because I just keep breaking into dance and song and it's so hard.